What's up, Internet? Conan Bell here, and I recently got a haircut. And while I know all of you probably miss the great, big, luxurious locks that every woman ever just wants to run their fingers through constantly, today's an important lesson for us to learn because bigger is not always better. Today we're looking at the Toy Factory really, really big Scooby-Doo plush toy. You guys have probably seen this sort of thing before, but standing in at just under 3 feet tall, this thing is massive. Now, at first glance, this is actually a very nice looking plush toy. This has got to be one of the better shaped plushies I've seen, especially of this size of the character Scooby-Doo. His chest puffs out nicely, and his limbs and feet all look in proportion to what the character is supposed to be in this position. Even the tail has a nice curve to it. The face uses the usual stitch detailing that I like so much, including the eyebrows, the eyes itself, and under Scooby's eyes. On top of that, its ears have a nice little bit of framing inside of them in the form of a single plastic little bone, for lack of a better word, giving them a nice shape without the use of stuffing, which, for this, works perfectly adequately. The toes may look like they're made with just basic string detailing, but the strings are actually properly stitched on. There's nothing loosey-goosey about any of them. I honestly thought this back paw was going to have problems, but no, it's securely fastened as well. The spots are show accurate and are made with a different fabric material. These shoulder spots are painted on with a kind of fabric paint, but this big spot on the back is actually a patch of black fabric. And his collar is made of a thin, smoothish type of plastic. At least it's smooth if you rub it with the grain instead of perpendicular to it. Now, let's get into the reasons why I hate this stupid thing. You see this strap on the back of his head here? You know why he has it? It's because he is extremely lightweight. Plush toys like these are usually filled with a kind of styrofoam-like material that holds its shape very nicely, much more nicely than does usual cotton or wool. But it comes with the unfortunate side effect of... Hear that? That disgusting noise that comes with these giant things. The primary function of a plush toy is to be snuggly and cuddly and fun to touch, but this thing is not. Bad dog! You're disgusting! And it's not just the stuffing either, although that's certainly a big problem. The fabric itself is really not the best. It does feel a little bit cheapy. Not quite as cheap as Goofy the Hedgehog was last time, but it's not great. On top of that, its massive size isn't really doing it many favors either. If you'll notice, it's got all these wrinkles all over its body, so in spite of its anatomical accuracy to the character, it's still got little bits of ugh to it. But the wrinkling and whatever problems it has with its appearance are minor gripes in comparison to the fact that this thing is not fun to touch. So how does it score? Does it get points for looking right? Absolutely. But let me show you some other plushies that do all of that and more. This little guy, made by the Play-by-Play company, his pose is a lot more dynamic. He's got his little tongue sticking out, which is a great facial expression for the character. And he even comes with a little hot dog accessory. Does it still count as an accessory if you can't take it off? I still haven't figured that out. Yes, its fabric is a little bit on the cheapy side as well, but it feels a whole lot better than the big one does, let me tell you that right now. But in spite of not being in my personal collection, this guy is great. He's covered with a kind of carpety fluff. Well, not like real carpet, but it's thick, fluffy, furry type of fabric all over its body. He has a mouth that can actually open with a little tongue that's stitched in there. And he has all the high marks of the big guy without any of his drawbacks. And he weighs a freaking ton. I don't even know how he got that heavy, but you can just squeeze him and hug him and he can take it. Scooby can take it. And being stuffed with that cheap styrofoam makes the big Scooby-Doo a lot more delicate feeling than his smaller and much heavier brother made by Equity Toys. Man, I really gotta ask my brother if I can borrow this thing long enough to make a proper review out of it. This thing is awesome. Certainly a lot better than the great big waste of space that is the Toy Factory one. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Wow, we made it to Mount Basement Couch! Hey Bulbasaur, get up here! You can see the whole pool table backdrop from here! It's so cool!
Should we really be here right now? I mean, they say the green carpet is home to a big scary monster.
Oh, quit being such a scaredy-mon! Everyone knows there's no such things as monsters! Come on, Bulbasaur, what's the problem?
Oh my God. He's eating him. And then he's going to eat me. Oh my God! Charmander, you're alive!
Oh, that's good, I guess.
Excuse me.
This is a Patreon shout for Megan Cloud and Jordan Mathis. Thanks a lot for the support. If you want to support my show, go to my Patreon account in the link below. Also, check out Steve Sharp's music at Sharp Rain Music. The link to his YouTube channel is also in the description below. Got something you want to send me? Whether it's a plush toy or a movie, send it to P.O. Box 82, Prospect, Kentucky 40059. Take care, guys, and stay awesome!